Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. Okay, before we get into the main topic, I want to say this because it baffles me. I'm using the word baffles me. It baffles me how dumb so many brothers are. I don't know. I don't know if brothers got like an irony deficiency or what, but it baffles me. So I was in Danica Marie's chat just now, right? I was listening to her, and she was talking about the MTR situation. She feels that he threw dude under the bus. I can't say I entirely disagree with that, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And she was talking about male solidarity, and she, as a woman, was coming to the conclusion like, y'all don't have any solidarity anytime y'all have the opportunity to take a brother down. Y'all do it over the littlest thing, right? So in the chat room, who comes up in the chat room with a $20 super chat, but none other than Steve the Dean, right? Now, as many of you know, Steve the Dean is a quote unquote game guru when really he hasn't exercised picking up females since before there was ever a black president. The last time he actually practiced picking up on a female, there were two additional towers in New York City. So I don't really know what makes him an expert on modern anything. Just like I wouldn't have like a tech coach, or a software development, instructor, or anything that deals with modern technology. And the last time, excuse me, the last time they touched a computer was when you turned it on and it said "Welcome to AOL." That's the thing. So he's that dude, right? And listen, I don't mind if somebody does that. I don't mind the fact that dating coaches and something like that exists. That really doesn't bother me. What bothers me about him in particular is his approach. His approach is to try to make it appear as if each and every single individual male is somehow deficient and therefore in need of his help. So that was my initial concern with him. That was my initial problem with him. We've had things going back and forth, in various different shows, right? And you can look them up on my show if you like. So I'm expressing my disdain for him, and just like he shot at the red pill because his message was, like these red pill dudes don't know anything. Y'all need to come and get this street game. Now, let's talk about this because I hate to be the one to break it to him. But the 90s is over and street game is dead. Street pickup is dead. All of that is dead. The brother standing on the corner saying, "Hey, hey, you in the white shoes." That is dead. Modern women are suffering from holla fatigue. They're suffering. They're tired of getting hit on. They get hit on Instagram. They get hit on, on Tinder. They get hit on Bumble. They like everywhere they go. Dudes is trying to get into their panties. You think you coming up with something that she don't get in her inbox each and every single day? You're garbage. Your techniques is dated, which is okay. I mean, a person can sell in a bad product. I don't go to McDonald's and talk crap. But don't say that what the brothers are doing is wrong when they're trying to find their best way in a jaded market. That's my gripe with him. I expressed my gripe with him in the chat room. And then you got the brothers in there saying, because Danica was about to end it, and I wanted to get one last super chat in before she left. So I typed it real fast, and it was just bad. It was bad grammar and all that stuff, right? So brothers was like, "Oh crap, it's bad grammar." It's like, wait a minute. Y'all don't see that Danica just spent like over 2 hours explaining that brothers are too hard on each other. And here you are being hard on a brother's grammar. Or you're saying that he's in his emotions. You don't know if he deleted my grandma. Shut the fuck up. Like until you are certain, you're not certain if my reaction is warranted or not. So you don't know. And just like she accused MTR of, and just like you asserted that you wasn't going to do, or that you were better than, you're doing the same thing. You've come to a conclusion far too quickly, and you reacted to that conclusion. You don't know if I was being overly emotional because you don't understand the circumstances that happened between us in the past. And then you proceeded to be over emotional to us because your brain doesn't comprehend irony. That's her chat room. All right. So hit the like button and let's get started. I know there's like big shows going on right now, but hey, my show must go on. So it is what it is. All right. So there's there's been a lot of lies told in the black community. There's been a lot of lies told in the black community. One of the one of the main ones, the one I'm going to cover today, is this myth of women who can't find a man. You see, on one hand, you got dudes like Steve the Dean, that's telling you to holler at every chick, and then you got another group of dudes who are like, listen, I'm not going to do that because it's a waste of time and it doesn't work. You're just building these broads' ego up for no reason. And then you have a group of women, and this is the biggest lie of them all, that's walking around pretending like they don't get hollered at. Now, I came across this. Hold on. Came across this clip from a dude named. I'll find out his name by the end of it. I promise you. I believe in giving shout outs. And basically, he's going over all these women, and they're saying that you can't find a black man in LA. Listen, listen. Black men got the biggest, cheapest penis in the world. I'm going to repeat that. Black American men have the biggest, cheapest penis in the world. These bras need to stop acting like their city is different. They need to stop acting like their circumstances is different. They need to stop acting like black men are not the most aggressive in pursuit of the box, any box. They need to stop acting like we don't have the lowest standards. Collectively speaking, we do. They need to stop acting. So now I'm about to call him out on the bull. I'm about to call him out on the bull because apparently, like this brother, so many are falling for it. I'm here to set the record straight. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are fat of any race, LA is not going to give you the best market. It's not even close. I haven't been there in a long time, but I don't think that has changed much. It is not going to be, see, and I know she's not fat, but what I'm saying is a lot of the women are leaving that are leaving are fat women. I noticed that here in California, or when I'm in California, I noticed that. Like, yeah, I'm going to such and such to find a husband. And it's always somewhere in the South because Southern dudes confuse fat with thick, and they confuse red bone with attractive. So they go to these places. Insert Southern place here. Oh, somebody said the clip didn't play for you. Oh, my bad. Dang. Y'all got to tell me this stuff sooner. My bad. So let me do this. All right, let me go back. I messed up the whole thing. All right, so I'm gonna have to put this on members only, and then re-edit it if I find time to do that. But all right, let me go back, and we're gonna do this again. Now look at this chick. Look at this chick. She's trying to do like a Super Saiyan 2 slash, Targaryen hairstyle, but it doesn't work for her. But watch what she has to say. Hit the like button.
The men are poor. Yeah. The men are broke. Okay? They don't have it. They
She has a popcorn ceiling.
don't have it.
Talk to y'all about something. I recently went to an event and there were about 1,000 people there. And of the couples that were there, about 95% of them were Black men with non-Black women. The person leading the event was a Black man that was married to a white woman. I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. This is pretty much what the dating scene looks like overall in LA. Here are 4 other observations that I picked up on since moving to LA. 1, it's not equal. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of Black women dating outside their race. In fact, I'm barely seeing Black women dating at all. 2, it's gotten so bad that at this point, whenever I do see a Black man that's single, the first thing that I'm asking myself is, I wonder if he dates Black women. 3, within the past couple months, I've had conversations with multiple Black women that actually want to leave LA, not because of the economy, not because they aren't flourishing in their careers, but simply because they feel like there's no love for them in LA. The fact.
Okay, her friends that she's talking about are likely fat. And yes, there is no love for fat women in LA. There isn't. Now, if you look closely, the watermark is on Dr. Umar's channel. She would not date Dr. Umar. Ever notice for all the complaining, there's never any resolve? See, that's the lie. That's the big black lie. There's never any, okay, the selection of Black men is bad. Black men aren't checking for you. Telling me not one Black man in LA is checking for you. LA got millions of people in it. And that's not including like the surrounding major cities. You're telling me that one of them is not interested in you. The truth of the matter is your inbox is full and you want it to get fuller. The truth of the matter is you're not really on the market like that. You either have someone or you're not looking for someone. That is the big lie. Now I'm going to get into why they're telling this big lie in a moment. Hit the like button, people.
That I know so many beautiful, talented, compassionate, evolved Black women that are all feeling the same way.
That's your assessment of them. That's your assessment of them. By your assessment, these are perfectly eligible Black women. These are beautiful, talented, etc., etc., etc. And guess what? They probably are. But what happened when a young Boyce Watkins asked for their number? Like if it's so many of these beautiful, talented, blah 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 blah, then you really shouldn't be getting complaints from black men at all, right? So there is a disconnect. There's a lie in here somewhere. Okay, I want y'all. First of all, I want y'all to hit the like button. But second of all, I want y'all to imagine this scenario. I want y'all to imagine this scenario. I want y'all to imagine a concert, and then at the end of the concert, the person outside is saying, "Yeah, there was no seats. There was no seats. I was waiting. I was trying to get into the concert, but it was sold out. There was no seats." And then later, somebody who worked there, or a manager, or maybe even the person who was performing, said, "Yeah, I didn't get to fill out this concert. It was a lot of empty seats in it, and blah 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 blah." You see, you can't have a scenario like that. It means somebody is lying. So in this scenario, in Dr. Umar's channel, you have a woman who's saying that she can't find a man in LA in spite of being all these spectacular things. Her and her friends can't find a black man in LA. But there exist black men who are in LA who have trouble finding decent black women. There is a lie in this. One side has a motivation to lie, the other side doesn't.
Makes no sense to me. And lastly, when you don't see yourself reflected in a space, you feel like you don't exist. As a black woman myself,
I don't care. I don't care. Why should you feel like you? I do not care about your negative emotions. No more than you care. Like, listen, when I don't see my penis in your mouth, I feel neglected. How much do you care about that statement? Is how much I care about yours. Bitch, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. Until you put penis in hole, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. I don't care about your feelings. I owe you nothing. Oh, but I feel a certain way when I see you with a wife. Listen, until you take my penis out of her mouth and put it in yours, shut your mouth. Okay? Because it's going on deaf ears. I do. Listening to these bras will have you jacking off. Man, I owe you nothing. I owe you no sperm. I owe you no money. I owe you no time. I owe you nothing. Let's continue.
I can tell you honestly, when it comes to the romantic space, I have never felt more invisible than I do living in LA. So
Do you want to be seen, or do you want to be in a relationship? Because that's your damn problem. And that's all these bras' problems. That's the thing. They don't want to be in relationships. Because in a relationship, see, you only need one in a relationship. And she's probably in one, because like all the problems she's saying her friends have. She's probably in a relationship, but she's not content in the relationship. She still wants to be seen. She still wants a bunch of black men, to just be like, damn, every time she opens the door. She still just wants that attention. And without that attention, she feels invisible. But so what? It's not a matter of you feeling visible. with your 1989 Asher Wash jacket on. It's not a matter of you feeling visible. That's not what relationships is about. That should not be your goal in life, to have your ego stroking at the expense of the men that you are rejecting. Because keep in mind, like it doesn't benefit the guy to stroke your ego in that way, because you're not stroking nothing of his. It does not benefit him at all for him to stroke your ego. So why do it? You like Miss Parker watering the lawn. Listen, you got a husband. Why you need attention from the dudes across the street? I get it. You still need to be flattered, but grow up. I mean, and understand, like, listen, it's nothing in it for the dude. Once Craig and Day Day, no, not Craig and Day Day, Craig and Smokey had come to the conclusion, like, listen, Miss Parker not gonna let me hit it, so what's the point in just glaring and staring and giving attention? Why am I giving attention if I get nothing in return?
I need to talk to y'all about something.
My issue dating in LA is that I get too excited every time I see like an actual black man I would consider dating.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Ah, if you're that excited, if you're that head over heels, then put your heels over head. If you're that excited when you see a beep, then walk up to beep and say, I want to beepity beep 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 you. And see what his response will be. And I'll let you finish in my hair. Tell him that, and then see if and see what his response will be. The problem is I get too excited. Why are these chicks acting like they're suffering from empty vagina syndrome or some crap like that? First of all, every time everybody sees somebody that they want, they do react. They do get excited. That's not a problem. But for you to pretend like you don't have reasonable, at least temporary access to these people is ridiculous, and you know it. And you're hoping that men who are not in LA in particular believe this garbage. And I'm gonna tell y'all why in a moment. I'm gonna let the brother speak, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a moment.
It's like you have to be the one because there are literally no other options. Nada, zilch, zero, zero. I can't date a white man.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And yes, you do. I don't mind these bras lying to themselves. What I do mind is these bras lying to me. That is when it becomes a problem. And you. They're lying to all of yous. And that's almost as bad as lying to me. She does date white dudes. She dates anybody who is exceptional that she wants to date. This is part of the big lie.
Now, what's funny is I've been doing videos in reference to this topic a lot lately. And this is something that I am just now hearing about in reference to LA. And I guess the fellas and maybe the population of sisters in LA isn't that high as opposed to the other women that are available, the other demographics. But fellas have options. And it's not just options. Sometimes, baby, it's just preference. And a lot of you ladies, sometimes in other cities where there is a higher population of black folks, you get all the attention in the world. But it seems like a lot of these.
This brother, why would you get more attention in a place where people look more like you? You get more attention in situations where you stand out. So it's not really a matter of population mix match or anything like that. It's a matter of it's really what you said, but you don't realize what you said. It's because they want attention, not relationships. Again, they want hit the like button. I'm spitting gems here. They want attention, not relationships. One more time. They want attention, not relationships. Now, of course, they'll accept the relationship if it comes in a completely lopsided and favorable form to them. Like if Michael B. Jordan was to hit them up, they may accept it. They might accept it. But they want attention, not relationships. And that's why they find themselves not in relationships. And they're mad not because the men are in relationships with other women, but because the men who are in these relationships are not giving them attention. A perfect scenario for them would be like she said, that event that she went to, and it's like 95% of the black men were in couples. And yeah, so what she was upset about was that she can only get attention from 5% of men. What she really wanted to happen was she go to the same event and not see a bunch of black couples. She wanted to go to the event and see a bunch of single men, all of them trying to get into her panties, while she walks around like she's Margarena. They all want me, they can't have me, so they try to dance with me. That's the ideal scenario that she's looking for. Hit the like button.
These ladies that are making these videos, which I'm gonna play a few more, they have a preference for black men.
No, they don't.
Right? And for the
That
most
is a
part,
lie.
regardless of what sisters say, and they will say that this man is into me, this man is into me, it's really just a fetish at the end of the day. It's not really as common as you think. But ladies, you just got to be more competitive at this point. But you can't get mad because of a man's preference. You're saying the event, the black
It's not
dude
even
had
a
a white
preference.
wife. There are still brothers out there.
It's not the man's preference that's there. It's only one preference that's of a concern here. It's the preference of being in a relationship versus being single. This is the big lie. Black women prefer to be single than in most relationships. I repeat, black women prefer to be single than they prefer to be in most relationships. Now, that is the secret that they try to keep from black men, men, white. That is the secret that they try to keep from everyone. And I'm going to repeat it. Hit the like button. Black women prefer to be in relation or to prefer to be single than to be in a relationship with most men. That's what they don't tell you. Because they prefer attention over relationships. See, this brother here, he believes the lie. So he's trying to figure out, and he's going to confuse himself figuring this out. The only way he'll actually come to a conclusion is if he goes to LA and hits on a bunch of black women. The only way he'll realize that he's full of crap is, he go to LA, ask for, I don't know, 100 numbers, and, get however many numbers, a green-eyed dude gets, and then, from that, how many, non-callbacks he gets, and how many, date flakes he get. Then he's gonna realize, like, something, it's not a shortage. All these chicks, these are lies. Like, oh, no, the population in Atlanta, the male to female ratio in Atlanta is 7-1. And then you go to Atlanta and you go to like a nightclub or something, it's like 50-50. It's like, wait a minute. I thought that I just walk in and just 7 chicks would just come to my arm. That's the lie. Like I'm telling you, they will have you believe that these, collarbone presenting slim black women, like the one in the blue that we just listen. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back so I'll show you our picture. They will have you believe, what is it? 307. Okay. She will have you believe that, that with this outfit on, that she's just gonna go home and flick the bean all night, just hoping and praying for a regular black dude. That is a lie. And there's so many of, if you guys, black men, if you come to LA, it's just so many of us. It's just so many of us. We're just sitting here waiting for the opportunity of some BBC. Just come and ask us. All you got to do is ask us, and then they get that additional attention jolt. This is not a cry for sex. This is not a cry for companionship. This is not a cry for a boyfriend or a husband. This is a cry for attention. This is a cry to get you to holler. They're crying to get you to holler. It's sad, but it's true.
The one, because there are literally no other options. Nada, zilch,
Okay, hold on.
zero, cero.
Stop pretending like you Spanish.
Other places like Atlanta, where there's so many women, and in reference to Atlanta's a black city, so you still have to compete.
That's another lie. I'm telling, and this is why I did this video, because I could tell he's taking these broads for face value. You should never take a broad for face value, ever. He's taking these broads for face value. Look it up. The ratio from men to women is like 48-52 in Atlanta. But they want to make it seem like the woman to male ratio is just something spectacular. Like Thanos just snapped 6 out of 7 black men away in Atlanta. Why would it be 7-1? Do 6 out of 7 black men get deleted or arrested? That is an absurd amount. You're making it up. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that they're making it up. But once again, this is how these broads advertise their city. They advertise their city so you could pull up to their city and get you some titty, pull up to their city and get you some titty. They try to sell you on this utopia of, the Holly Berries. They try to sell you on this Holly Berry fantasy. Holly Berry with the government job, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's just looking to get with a plumber. That's just looking and praying and hoping for a bus driver. They have been trying to sell this fantasy for years. I am not going to Fatlanta because y'all lied about the male-female ratio. Nor do I recommend anybody else do that crap. You ever notice, at least this is something I notice, when I hear about relationships that occurred online, it's always a dude from Atlanta and a woman from not Atlanta. And when I say not Atlanta, I'm talking about she's from someplace distant. She's from like Louisiana or Mississippi or something like that. Like he has to fly to see her. So why is a man um who lives in a place where the female to male ratio is 7-1 and the women there are so awesome, why is he flying to Mississippi, to Alabama? Why is he flying to all these dirty eating places to find a wife? Lies. These are lies.
There. So I know it's disheartening, ladies, when it's just like they not checking for you. But let's get on to the next clip. Let's go.
They are checking for you. He doesn't realize, his brother does not realize that they are getting off on being checked on. You only need one. You only need one. That's like me if I owned a Burger King or something and I just get off on people applying for the job. I'm not even hiring. I'm just getting off on people applying for the job. And then every time somebody put a camera in my face, I say something like, yes, we need some more employees. We need some more Black employees. Um, you know, for whatever reason, Black men and boys don't want to work at this establishment. So, we're hiring. So yeah, come over. We pay well. Minimum wage is now $20 an hour in California, so we pay well. Why don't you go on and apply to Burger King? And then they're just looking to fill up the application slot for whatever perverse sensation they get from it.
I was just talking about dating with one of my friends, and she said that a lot of the times when we feel like we don't have any options, it's actually because our type doesn't like us. Like we think that nobody wants us just because we are not our type's type, basically. And this is so real. It's such a good perspective. And this doesn't mean that you're not your type's type anywhere geographically. It just might mean that even like where you live, the guys that you like there might not be attracted to you. And so like I live in LA and I can really elaborate on this because a lot of Black men in LA don't like Black women. And then if they like Black women, they like racially ambiguous women or like lighter skin complexion. And as a dark skinned woman, I don't fit into that. But it might be a lot of Black guys that I'm naturally attracted to. But then I was in New York this past summer and I couldn't go to a Black event without Black men that are my type approaching me. And I felt like I had a plethora of options. So it's not like in LA, there are no options for me. It's just like the people that I'm looking at and looking for might not be attracted to me here.
Okay. That is the definition of no options for you. That is the literal definition of no options for you. Say you're a young person and you're applying to universities. All the schools that you apply to aren't interested in having you at their university, then you don't have the options of those schools. You don't have the options to go there. Now, she is saying that she does better with the brothers in New York than she does in LA. And I believe her. I do believe, and not saying anything about New York dudes or anything like that. I just believe that geographically speaking, yes. Yes, people do have preferences. I don't think it has anything to do with her skin color. And this is from the LA brothers I know of. It doesn't have anything to do with their skin color. It's just all this stuff that her skin covers that they probably are less interested in and other dudes are more interested in. which is perfectly fine. I mean, what she's describing, the justification, she's really given the justification for passport bros. Just saying.
I can go date a white man. I can go date a this race, that race. There are people. There are options. There's always somebody.
You could go date any man. I'm gonna repeat this. You can go date any man. And I'm gonna play this back because I want y'all to listen. See, when she was talking about black men, she was talking about the kind of men that she likes. It wasn't just I want a black man. It's the type of black man that she likes. Whatever her type is. You know, she's complaining that not black men are not interested, but the type of black men that she likes. But when she's talking about non-black men, it's just a white man. Peep that. And to help y'all do that, I'm gonna, replay it.
Summer, and I couldn't go to a black event without black men that are my type approaching me.
That are my type. That are my type. That are my type.
And I felt like I had a plethora of options. So it's not like in LA, there are no options for me. It's just like the people that I'm looking at and looking for might not be attracted to me here. But I can go date a white man. I can go date.
Where's the that I like part? Where's the that I like part? Just to be clear, the big lie. She can date a black man, just not the black man that she like. But the criteria for non-black men is just be white.
Date a this race, that race. There are people. There are options. There's always somebody that wants you and that is attracted to you. But you
There's
have
always a black man that wants you and that is attracted to you. But you put the stipulation there that I like.
to kind of analyze like whether you rather kind of stay to yourself until you get to a different geographical location, or if you want to kind of change your type and open it up a little bit. It all goes along with this concept of like go where you're loved, and you will start like, remembering.
Ever notice how changing their type always start with race? Ever notice that? Like for black men, changing the type ends with race. Give y'all an example, right? Hit the like button. A black man says, I'm only gonna mess with like 9+. I want a black woman who's a 9+ on some Claire Huxtable stuff, right? And then he'll say something like, okay, she don't have to be so career oriented. Then he said, okay, looks aren't as important. Like, okay, she don't have to be as tall. She don't have to be, like he'll change everything before he changed race. Like to the point where, you'll take a guy who starts off in life like, nah, I only deal with dimes with real hair that know how to cook clean. And she either was a virgin or she only been with 2 dudes before me. And she gotta have a flat stomach. But then, when he changed his standards or when he adjusts his type, he wind up with, what's her name? The chick from the Parkers, the girl from the Parkers, with a bonnet on. He wind up with Tawana Burke. Ever notice that? These dudes with broads with 4 kids by 3 different baby daddies, that wasn't their type. They make all the adjustments before they start looking at other races. And other races be like, because you already made that adjustment, you already made the adjustment to, okay, I'm gonna tolerate a few extra pounds and then a few more and then a few more. And you wonder why these dudes wind up with fat Asian broads because they made the adjustment first. Black women adjust the race first. Like when they say, I want a dude that's six figures in six pack and 6'6", that's 6 inches while soft. I want that dude. Now, they don't adjust any of those things. What they do adjust is the race. And then after they adjust the race, then they just eliminate all those other things. And they wind up with Barney Rebel licking his pebble. That's what actually happens. Notice that pattern of behavior, guys. And this is because y'all believe the lie. The lie is we're loyal, we just can't find a dude. Listen, homework, brothers, homework. I want y'all to go out and get rejected. I want y'all to go out and give your worst game, your worst Mac. And hey, if you pull a dime, then spend it. And thank me for giving you this homework assignment. I want y'all to keep hollering at dimes until you get rejected. Then I want you to ask, do you have any single friends that is looking for an employed black man? And write me, GameChanger00100 at gmail.com, the answer, their response to that. That is how you uncover the BS. Ever notice that these women only exist on TV? That these single women, with less than 20% body fat, that's extraordinarily loyal. I'm so loyal. I'm so faithful. I just love me. But they only exist on TV. Like, the only ones who are single are the ones that choose to be. It's a choice for women. Just like being a virgin or an incel is a choice for women, which really means it's not an incel. It's a choice. Every woman who is single, listen to me good and hit that like button. And yeah, hit the like button. Every woman, every black woman who is single because she chooses not to be with the men that want to be with her. Now, this is true for men, and this is true for me. I choose not to be with the women who are available to me at present. At least not in a relationship. But the difference is that we don't pretend like they don't exist. We will straightforward tell you, like, listen, black women exist. It's not 7 black men to black women. They exist. They're just too damn fat. They exist. They just got fake hair.
And reminding yourself that, like, you are loved and you are desirable. Not that you need somebody to do that, but, like, everybody needs a little bit of validation. And it's like you keep searching for validation.
And there we go. There we go. See, it's not about being valid. It's about validation. These women are not looking for husbands. They're not looking for boyfriends. They're just looking for dudes to holler at them so they could feel validated. And the cold part is, and this is why black women are like this, and it's your fault. And by your fault, I mean my fault, and the fault of any black man who was an adult in the '90s. Really, we hollered at these broads too damn much. They're attention spoiled now. They are attention spoiled. We hollered at these broads too damn much. And you want to know why we did it? Because we actually got ass from doing it back then. Back in the day, those of you who are old enough and not an ugly ass nigga knows that if you hollered at enough broads, somebody was going to drop their panties for you. And it wasn't like you had to holler at thousands or hundreds either. Like it was just bound to happen. And as a result, they got what they wanted, which was attention. They could walk down the street knowing that, that a certain number of guys would holler. And they got spoiled by that. And we got what we want. Now that's not happening as much, and they are upset that they're not getting the validation that they want. And now they're trying to get the validation from, oh, if you don't keep hollering at us with no reward, because y'all not putting out like y'all did back in the day. Y'all not. And I know this because I'm not a young man, but I know this because I look at how like young men who are in my family, it's like some of my friends' sons. I look at how they're living, how they getting down, and stuff like that. And it was a lot different than I did at their age. And it's not that they're doing anything worse or anything than I did, or that they're less eligible. Okay, put it like this: Austin Holloman. Would this dude be in Timbuktu biting ass if he had it like that here? He even just said when he was in Dallas, like, hey, they're not checking for me, like I said what's up to a chick, she gave me a strange look. So he grew up in a different time. He's not an ugly dude or anything like that. He grew, and he according to him, he had coins in the bank when he was cutting hair. Guys like that didn't exist. Guys like that, I mean, and when I was his age, you didn't holler at 10 and not get in. That would be absurd. But that exists nowadays, and men are adapting to that. They're not hollering at as much, but they're used to that attention. They're used to that validation fix, so much so that they Jones for it without it. So now they're trying to get men to come to their city because they're trying to make it seem like that LA is a utopia. It's a utopia. Y'all see what I did there with the hoe? Utopia. They're trying to make it seem like LA is now a utopia. So they're trying to get more men to come from yonder just to take advantage of these, slim-waisted, LA women who's just jonesing for it. Dude, if you have a plane ticket and you go to LA looking for some ass, you are what the hell? You drive that close, you fly that close to Mexico and not go in it? Yes, what the hell? Oh, I'm not a passport bro, but I go to Mississippi looking for ass. You are a damn fool. These chicks are lying to you for your attention. I'm not mad at them for lying for attention. I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. Because shout out to Mode 1, rest in peace. But I lie to get mine. I lie to get mine, and these broads are lying to get theirs. They're looking for more dudes to shoot down.
From people who you're just not their type. You're just not their type.
Baby, welcome to what it's like being a man. Everything she described is what men deal with on a daily basis. What women just choose, this is your type, but she has a certain type, and that's just what it is. You can't get butthurt about it, and it doesn't really sound like she was, but that's just how it goes. LA just seems like the place for bros where they have their choice, and the sisters, especially if the sisters are out there, they have their choice with the sisters. Unlike other places where, as she,
And that's where he's wrong. That's what they want you to think. LA is just a place where brothers got their choice with sisters. Listen and listen me good. There is no place in America, in the United States of America, that's like that. Not a one. Not a one. There isn't a dirt-eaten village in Mississippi like that. There isn't a project in New York like that. There isn't a retirement center in San Francisco like that. There isn't a beach in Florida like that. There isn't a church in Utah like that. I know a place. Ain't no bitches ghosting. Ain't no fat ones toasting. Ain't no bonnet heads. I'll take you there. They are lying. There isn't a place in the whole goddamn union that's like that. Do not believe the hype. Do not believe that hype. That is bullshit. There is not a place like that in the entire union. From sea to shining sea. That is the biggest lie these broads will ever tell you. That is the big black lie. Oh my God. Listen at this crap. Why do you hate black ladies? We are human beings and are deserving of love. Okay. I'll do you one better. I'm a human being and I deserve my dick sucked. I'm a human being and I deserve my dick sucked. Why do you think that you deserve it? Because you're a human? What kind of crap is that? Why do you think that you deserve a particular reaction from the opposite sex just by virtue of being a human? That doesn't make sense.
she said in New York, that's her story. They're just trying to get at her, shoot their shot. But in LA, fellas is like, hey, that's how it is when you got options. And you're going to go with the option that works best for you at the time. So let's get on to another clip. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is the one right here. And I'm going to tread lightly because I know people be in their feelings when it comes to race and all of that. But when it comes to California, yes, there are black men. But if you're a certain type of woman and you're looking for a specific type of black man, in my opinion, when we're talking about sophistication and all of that, they're not here in LA. They're just not here. And if they are here, they don't like black women. So her.
I don't know what the hell she means by sophistication. I really don't. I have a hint of what she means by that. And I think that what she's getting at is non Pookie or Ray Ray. Because let's face it, their time is up. And it has been for quite some time. Um, a sophisticated thing to do, sophisticated men approach women in a sophisticated way. So you're not going to get as many guys of sophistication approach you. You're not. That's not how that works. Sophisticated guys don't holler at a chick on the street because she got big titties. And if they did, you wouldn't know that he was sophisticated because he has an unsophisticated approach. So a sophisticated man approaches you in a sophisticated way, which is far less often. Because for one, he has to really scout you to see if you are a woman of sophistication. So that being the case, you're going to get approached a lot less.
Her comment definitely is on point, as far as, there being no black men. Now, when you go to the East Coast, that's where you can find a black man of sophistication, that has a great job and is doing well for himself and is not wearing skinny jeans, But LA, whew.
Okay, so my bad. She was talking about something else. She's talking about cultural differences between the East Coast and West Coast. Maybe that's true. I don't know. She's not the first person that I've heard say that. I'm not talking about on this show. I'm talking about in real life. And what do I want to say about that? And they have HBCs out there, so maybe there's a correlation. Who knows? Or this could just be one less lie, and this is her way of telling LA dudes, "This is how I want to be approached. Y'all need to act more like this." What are you talking about? Black women need to get their passports and simply leave the U.S. Okay, that's fine. I have my passport and plans to move overseas for love and marriage. Oh, please tell me what country. Tell me what country. The reason I'm asking is because I travel myself, and I never been to a place where they asked me to bring some black women. Like when I go to Asia, the guys there don't say, hey, why don't you bring some? Hey, next time you come, why don't you bring your sister? And you got any sisters or cousins you can introduce me to? They never, and I mean never. I mean never ask that. Okay, Mr. Game Changer. I like that you call me Mr. I like that a lot. Mr. Game Changer, sir. I have my eyes on Italy, Portugal, Spain, and Finland. Okay, so Southern Europe and Finland. Okay. I say go for it. I say go for it. I've never been to those places, so I can't really, you know, I can't really say what the guys there like. Good luck. There are plenty of black women in those countries. Also, Greece is on my list. Okay, yeah, like I say, Southern Europe and Finland. You should go to Finland when you're finished. Yeah, ha.
Honey, the black men out here, some of them, honestly, they really just don't like Black women. They're looking for a specific type of aesthetic, and if you don't fit that, then you're out of.
So, which one is it? Which one? Shut up. Listen, it is funny. You go to Finland when you're Finnish is funny because the people of Finland are Finnish. That's what that means. You don't understand humor. And you should laugh anyway because I'm a damn human. You see your logic? You see your logic? Oh, I deserve love because I'm human. Well, laugh at my damn jokes because I'm human. God damn it. See how she changed? Before it was LA men lack sophistication. Now it's I don't meet LA standards. Which is fine. You know how like the country says, you know how the country says, bring us your tired, you're hungry, you're poor, your huddled masses learning to be yearning to be free. LA says, bring us your prettiest face, your fattest ass, your biggest titties, and the classiest class. That's what LA says. If you're a Nebraska prom queen and you think you're hot, you find yourself in LA. That's just the nature of what it is. So if you don't make the cut in that market, then hey, go to where you're appreciated. In Finland, if you have to. But the lie was about the sophistication of California dudes. You were saying that the two things can't be true. I don't meet the cut, or they're not sophisticated. One is saying that they don't meet the cut, the other one's saying you don't meet the cut. So which one is it?
Luck, in this dating scene. And I'm finding that, if you're a Black woman and you're really true to yourself and true to who you are, and you're not conforming and doing,
Look at what it says here. I'm moving out, going south. First of all, LA is south, but I know what she means. I know what she means. They are going to the place where brothers have lower standards. And I'm sorry, ever since I became GameChanger and started making videos, I have come to the conclusion that Southern brothers have diminished physical standards and standards in general when it comes to women. That's okay. You want to know who else have diminished standards? Everywhere else in the world, as far as women to men. In America, a woman wants you to make six figures. In Guam, a woman wants you to make $6. In America, a woman wants you to be 6'5". In China, a woman wants you to be 5'6". In America, a woman wants you to have a six pack. In Mexico, a woman wants you to buy her a six pack of tacos. Like, so yeah, if you want to go, if yeah, fine, you're going to a place where the men have diminished standards. Men are going to places where women have diminished standards. I mean, you're explaining the passport bro philosophy. All right, let's see. If you are a black lady with brown or dark skin, you need to leave the US and find love in another country. Unless you're Chloe Bailey, unless you're Kelly Stamps, because they could find it right here.
Everything that these other girls are doing out in the streets, they don't want you. They don't want the good girls anymore. They want the easy ones. They want the ones with the BBLs. They want the ones, that I don't even know what they want, honestly. Maybe y'all can chime in the comments. But to be honest with you, LA really is not a great.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. That's your damn problem. You don't know what they want. You see, we, and by we, I mean I, came up with the whole 666 philosophy because because we know what you want. We know exactly what you want. You don't even care enough to inquire about what we want, and then acquire what we want. You haven't even took the time out to ask us what we want, or to ask LA dudes what they want. You have no intention on giving them what they want. You don't even know what it is. At least we explore what you want. And then many guys have done a cost benefit analysis and it's like, man, okay, this is what she wants. She wants six. And if you're physically able, because not everybody is capable of being 6 foot, but if you are able of giving them what they want, many do. But y'all don't even ask what we want.
Place to date. In my opinion, I feel like if I live like on the East Coast or something, I probably would be better off because black men out there actually like black women.
And it sounds like it's a lot of women out there in LA not having luck. Fellas, if you black, you might need to head out to
He does not know that they are lying. Shout out to this brother, but you are being hoodwinked, bamboozled. These chicks have no problems finding a man. These chicks have no problems finding a man. And he's doing what they want you to do. They want black men to just come out of nowhere to go to LA just so they can have more niggas to shoot down. It's all about their ego. It's all about their ego. They just need more dudes so they could build their ego on the broken ego of the men that they choose to reject. They're just looking for more niggas to reject. They want the dudes to come from the South and move to LA just for their ego.
LA, man, to see what time it is. I know the cost of living is ridiculous, but it seemed like that's the place to be if you're a brother. That's like another Atlanta, right? So
why would you say it seems like that? Why don't you ask the brothers? And when you ask the brothers, ask for receipts. Oh yeah, this is the place to be for black men if you're looking. No, okay. Ask LA brothers. And I'm not talking about like, a rich and famous dude that just so happened to live in LA. I'm not talking about somebody who played for the Lakers. I'm not talking about that brother. I'm talking about ask another green-eyed dude in LA and ask him to show his receipts. And then have him tell you that this is the place to be. It's the place to live and die in LA.
you heard what she said though, and I'm glad she said that because she really doesn't know what men want, and that's probably one of the issues and one of the reasons why you can't
Thank you.
get a man, because you don't know what a man wants. She started off with the BBL stuff. They're looking for a certain aesthetic. They're looking for this. They're looking for that. No, those women are probably just treating them right and don't think they have to jump through hoops just to be with her. They're willing to bring something and actually look to be fun, cooperative, not trying to be a headache, not trying to have a chip on their shoulder, and looking to actually have a good time with the brother and build with the brother instead of just making things difficult and argumentative. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. Let's run it up to 1 million.
Okay, so JR Wisdom. Shout out to this brother. Okay, so we've seen this, right? We've seen this, and if you ask black women, it's just, oh, so terrible. It's just, oh, so terrible. These men are not checking for us in insert city here, insert major metropolitan city here. Like they're never checking for us. And then just yesterday, we watched him Pop the Balloon, where almost all the dudes got rejected. Like it was like 8 dudes, and only 2 of them walked away with something. They didn't walk home with something. They just walked away with something. All that means is that on that show, the women were willing to walk away with them. Don't mean that they're going to answer the calls or anything. Oh, but it's just so few men out there because they're all gay. They're all in jail. We heard all the lies. Ever notice how it only applies when you ask that question, but in every other scenario, and I mean each and every other scenario, it seems like they have the advantage? Y'all don't believe me? Okay. I am going to pick a random show, a random episode of the Pineapple Show, right? The most recent one. I did not watch this yet. So I am going to watch it with you so y'all can feel exactly what I'm talking about. So y'all can actually feel it, right? Okay. So all right. First, I want y'all to look at. Actually, I'm not even going to do this one. I'm going to do the one from 2 days ago. These broads rarely look like their picture. I'm going to start there. Look at her picture. I haven't seen it, but I'm willing to bet you monies that is going to be a drop from what we see here and what happens when we click it.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm sorry, I'm late, but we're here. And I am excited because we almost didn't have a show, but Lauren pulled up to save us. So I'm actually really happy about that. Thank you so much. She's already here. So she's on time, last minute, so you guys better be nice to her tonight. I feel like we resemble. We got the same eyes, I think. So it's gonna be a good show. All right, so let me say hello real quick. Oh, they're already talking about you, girl. They're saying the young Zoe Saldana. I can see that. All right, so who is? It's a blind dating show, so it's not
still fine, but it is a drop. It is a drop. Let's be clear. All right, I'm gonna just move forward because I really don't need her to tell her about herself, but wait till she start pineappling dudes, and then we'll see if the scarcity is really what they say it is.
All right, so we're gonna start. You ready?
Yep, let's go.
All right, so I have Leroy up next. Is here first. Hi, Leroy.
What's good, baby? What's up, Melly?
What's up, Leroy?
What's good? I heard you was looking for a sophisticated black man to come take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to hop on here, come raise you up real quick.
Is that what you heard, though? Is that what you heard? Because if that's what you heard, that's wrong.
For real? That's wrong.
Not to take care of me. I don't need to. I mean, I want a good guy, but I don't need to be taken care of.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So.
Anyways, I thought I'd introduce myself real quick. Give a proper introduction. I'm 22 years old.
Oh, baby. It's a pineapple for me. 30 or older.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Leroy. What?
There you go. He was born too late. There you go. But there are no black men out there. Hey, I'm a black man. Yeah, but you're 22. There you go. Listen, okay, I understand she has an age standard, right? But, okay, for one, they always adjust race before they adjust age. Like if she's looking for somebody like between 25 and 35, a black man between 25 and 35, if she has trouble finding one in that age group, she won't go down to 22 and up to 38. She'll just go to white. Just saying. Or at least that's what she says.
What is Leroy talking about? I'm 22. I will take care of you.
I didn't even want to get to the point of asking him why he got on sunglasses in the house.
I don't know. You blinded. All right.
I'm good. Just checking in. How y'all ladies doing tonight?
Good, thank you.
Hey, how are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed. I just got in from work, about to fall back. I was just checking in, tapping in with you.
Where do you work?
So look. Me, I work for Home Depot.
Okay.
I do receiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Where you from?
I'm from Virginia. What about you?
I'm from New York.
You sound like it.
How old are you? Me, I'm 40. I mean, you kind of dubbed me. I got 5 kids.
Who dubbed you? Oh, five kids is mad crazy. How old are they?
That's a little too much for you, right?
How old are they? Kyle, I'm sorry.
You tried. You say your max is 3. He came with 5. You still asked for.
Okay. By the way, the moment she heard Home Depot, she wasn't interested. If she wanted a dude that worked at Home Depot with 5 kids, then she would just go to Home Depot with a tank top on. If she wanted that, she would just go to the local Home Depot there in Virginia and get exactly that. She don't want that. She's just trying to not seem like a stuck-up bitch. But I want y'all to know something. Every race of men have the opportunity to call into the show, but only black men are doing it. But there are no black men out there, right? There's no black men in New York. There's no black men in ... insert city here. There's no black men in these places, but it's only black men that are calling. Like it's only black men on Pop the Balloon. Every time there's a dating show, it's just full of black men, And that's because black men are more eager to get in relationships than black women.
For Davis baby, whoever wants to.
I am
there. Oh, so we have. Thank you.
My bad. Let me pop up.
What you got going on? Where you at in the world? What time is it?
I'm in Houston right now. It's like 9 something.
Okay, how's your day, man? How old are you?
I'm good. 22. That's what I wanted to ask. If I get up and do all that, and I be too young for you.
The little baby. I hope the little babies. I hope you find love free, but I'm not the one for you.
I'm not a baby though. I'm a grown man.
You a baby to me, baby. So I'm gonna have to say
Oh,
pineapple.
yes.
32, baby.
Pineapple.
Have a good night.
So if the getting was so good in all these places, why are so many 22-year-old dudes calling this pineapple show? To get with a chick who's like 5 states away. Where did he say he was from? I don't know, but she's in Virginia, and I doubt he was there too. They're lying about the marketplace, is what they're doing. They're lying about. They're pretending like the market is favorable to them. But if the market was favorable, yeah, he was in Houston. Really? Really? You what this says is there is no black 22-year-old pussy for you in Houston. That's what that's saying. But if you put a microphone in front of the Houston broads, they'll be like, yeah, I just can't find a man because black men and blah, 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 blah. And they only want a certain type of woman and blah, 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 blah. Oh, somebody says, well, she's light skinned with green eyes, so she can afford to pick and choose. Okay, you have piqued my interest. So, what we're going to do is we're going to switch gears. Now, she's light skinned. Ooh, she's dark skinned with brown eyes. I'm pretty sure nobody wants her, right? Nobody wants the big titty, slim waisted,
Hello, how are you
dark
guys
skinned
doing?
chick, because she's dark skinned and men are colorist. Well, let's see. Let's see. First, let's see what she looks like. Oh wait. Is this her? Okay. She looks a lot different than her
can't hear.
picture, but we're
I
gonna
don't
go with it.
know. I don't know, Celeste. And hello.
Oh,
Hey,
nobody
how are
wants a
you?
dark skinned chick, right?
I'm great. How are you?
So why
I'm
this
doing
guy
all
call?
right.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping?
No, ma'am. Recovering. I've been sick all day.
Oh, what are you sick from? Like, what's
Had a
going on?
infection.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I hope you feel better.
it's been a crappy day, but glad to see you. You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Thank you.
She's gorgeous, but she's so dark. Lies. Lies. All them damn lies. See, that's another trick that they try to do to get attention from you. See, what they try to do is like a market scarcity. They're trying to create a false sense of market scarcity. Say if the going rate for I don't know, a 3 bedroom home in the place that you live is $100,000. I'm just throwing a number out there, right? The going rate in the county is $100,000 for a 3 bedroom house. And then somebody goes online and says, yeah, this whole neighborhood is empty because nobody wants to live here because we have a reputation of being racist or something. But the truth of the matter is we're open to all races. Now the people are going to look and think like, oh, okay, so I can get a house at 75K there because nobody else is buying. And then they go and the shit costs 200K. See, they're creating a false sense of scarcity. A false sense of scarcity. It's trickery and bitchery. Oh, and that's what dark skinned women are doing. Like nobody's checking for dark skinned girls. Yeah, right. Fuck out of here.
Dre, so I know you're sick right now, but What are you looking for in your women?
So
This nigga don't have no criteria. He don't have any criteria. What are you looking for in your woman? A vagina. And that's the truth. Everything else he says is just lip service.
one who is punctual and
Pineapple. No, just,
Wait, it's a real pineapple or you're
I'll
kidding?
just play. I'll just play.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, punctual.
I feel like you were throwing shade at me because I was late.
yeah,
So what else you want her to be?
decisive.
Decisive. Okay. What else? That's it? Just
Yeah.
punctual and decisive? That's pretty easy.
I told you. I told you. I told you this nigga had no criteria. He has no criteria whatsoever. He just wants somebody with a pussy. He just wants somebody with a pussy. What the hell says punctual? He has no physical criteria whatsoever. He didn't say intelligent. This nigga said punctual.
Easy.
It is.
How you haven't found her yet?
Yeah. And to
Dre,
me,
where are you? Where are you?
Skilled nursing facility.
A nursing facility.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I'm recovering from a stroke.
Wow.
Okay.
This nigga is on his stroke bed trying to get some of that dark skinned pussy. So what if it is small? Suck it. You the one that said that you deserve love because I'm human. Well, he's human, and he had a stroke. So suck his dick. If we go by your logic. See, notice how women can have criteria and standards. But if a woman don't meet a man's standard, it turns out like, oh yeah, well, I'm human. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I know that could be pretty serious.
It is.
Oh my God, you're a moron. So this is Dr. Celeste. And I know that a stroke can be serious. Really? Did they teach you that in medical school? And before we give you your white coat, I'd like to tell everybody that strokes are serious. Having a blood vessel burst in your brain is a serious thing.
So because of that, I'm gonna give you some time to recover. Okay.
Right on.
Okay. I'm waiting for you, Celeste.
Pineapple, yeah.
Now I want y'all to notice something. Because I haven't watched this show in a while, but it took like, okay, so she came to the show late, but oh, this is the first guy. Okay. So I'm trying to let me see. Okay, so she came in like at 36, and then it took. Okay, so they got the first guy to come in. Oh, this is a light skinned dude. So let's see what she has to say about this.
Going. We're waiting for Celeste. How are you? What's going on?
How about that? It's a little tight.
Let's hope. Hello. It's late. Hi,
Day.
from
And I like to take naps for fun.
All right,
But I also like
let's see this dude. Let's see what he has to say.
Damn.
Me too. I believe we compatible.
I don't know how you could believe that though. You haven't asked me anything.
Well, okay. Let me ask you.
I don't know anything about you.
Are you?
He believed that they're compatible, but he don't know anything about her, but that she has a pussy. These, basically, the women who are dealing with the most desperate group of men in the history of pussy is complaining that there aren't enough of them.
You got any kids?
No.
No. What? I don't want to ask you no generic questions. Okay, let's see.
There's nothing more generic than that.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
That's generic.
Yes, it is.
I know. Let's go along with it. Just go along. Let's play along.
I'll go along with it. In 5 years from now, I'll probably be married with some kids.
I got a good one. I got a good question for you. All right. What separates you from everybody else? In a relationship.
I don't really think about everybody else when it comes to my relationship, so I could just tell you how I'm in a relationship. I'm very supportive. I'm very caring. I'm very in tune with the needs of my partner, and
Okay.
I'm a helpmate. I really want to be able to big heart.
Okay.
I would.
Question part 1, why are you single? And part 2, how much times have you cheated in the last 10 years?
Of course.
So
How much times have you cheated in the last 2 years? I'm gonna watch one more of these. This is hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest.
oh, this is 2-part question. Part 1, why are you single? And part 2, how much times have you cheated in the last 10 years?
I don't cheat. Black women don't cheat.
Black women, that's a good answer.
They was laughing at his grammar. Even the person where English isn't her first language. I think NTR might have hit that.
Good answer. Good answer. For sure.
Yeah, why am I single right now? I was in a relationship. It didn't work out. Great guy. That's just how things go right now sometimes. So.
Okay. You seem like you seem cool. You know a lot of.
There ain't shit cool about her. And I mean, and I'm not saying that, it's that she's a bad person, but there really isn't anything that just set her high. That just made her like, okay, she's witty, she's funny. Like, she hasn't did anything but answered her questions like in interviews. She hasn't really displayed any of her personality to him. But he said that she's cool because he really has no standards. And that's because black men don't. And that's because they're being starved out of the market. Or they're being starved into desperation. Okay. Down with Droopy Dog says something. These are the 2 nicest women I have seen on the show. Let me tell you something. The reason why they are the nicest women is because they're the most recent women. You see, when the show first started, the male to female ratio was ridiculous. So the chicks had to just pineapple. Nuclear physicists, pineapple. They were just doing that back in the day. Now, because they are, like an hour in the show and it's only been 3 dudes, they got to stretch it out more. Because they want these 10 guys that are calling in now. Fewer and fewer guys are calling in. You see, they want that attention. She has no intention on being with this dude. She had no intention on being with the other dude when he said Home Depot. She had no intention on being with they have no intentions on being with these dudes. None whatsoever. But they are still just stringing it along for entertainment purpose. And that's why these bras want your ass to holler at them. So for entertainment.
A lot of times, Mel, we'll send our representative out, but she seemed like a pure person. You know, I definitely like what I see.
This
I like what I
nigga
hear.
dumb as hell.
It's a
Okay,
win.
Did he
when
compliment her
was the
hair
last
and the
time you?
steak?
But she seemed like a pure person. You know, I definitely like what I see. I like what I hear.
Oh, okay, I like what I hear.
It's a
Okay,
win.
when was the last time you cheated?
Black man don't cheat.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
can't talk.
Yeah, black man don't cheat. Yeah, absolutely not. You know.
Okay, so you're 40.
Mm-hmm.
You asked me why am I single? Why are you single?
So I'm like a year removed from a long-term relationship. So I took some time to, I guess now I'm back and really outside for like what outside look like to me. I'm 40, baby. So, you know, I go to a little lounge, a little restaurant or something. You know, I'm bored. I don't want to say.
Question for you: How do you feel about what's your name? Because I'm tired of calling you Herman. What's your name?
All right, Ralph, like the Ninja Turtle.
Ralph?
R-A-P-H. Yeah, like if that's my lady, maybe the grocery hand they'll pitch in, but the basics gonna be taken care of on my ship. You know, it really ain't no 50-50 with me.
So let's how you feel about that.
What you say?
That's solid. I respect any man that will take care of his family or his woman. So it's a good answer.
Yeah, I take care of you. You got pretty awesome.
Celeste, should he slide in your DM? Is it a pineapple? What are we doing?
Oh, let's see. Okay, let me.
Oh, you can ask more questions if you need a little more before you make your decision.
What's your vices like?
Oh, that's a good one. What's my vices? My vices. I don't want to sit here and say I don't have none, but that's not me, y'all. That's not me.
That was me. Sorry.
I don't really call it a vice, but I like sports betting. But it's not an issue. It's not a problem. But I do like sports betting.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about the best I can get. I don't really have I'm not a smoker.
So right now she's scanning, looking for reasons to pineapple this nigga. She wasn't interested in the beginning, but she the show must go on. See, that's why the show changed. Because there's not as many guys calling in to pineapple. So they're just stretching it out. She has no interest. What are your vices really? Then don't complain. Keep that same energy in Finland.
Like that, I ain't a drinker like that. That's all I got for you.
Okay, so what would your last partner say?
Damn it.
I'm gonna give you 100% of myself. I'm gonna, especially in the bedroom. Gonna be like, dang, if I'm being real, 3-2-30. Yeah.
Do you work out?
You wait.
Sometimes I be hard on myself and be like, dang, I could have did better. Or I could be here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm my worst critic sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can be a little stubborn. If I'm being real, I can be a little stubborn. Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 6'3", 2. Last time I weighed myself, I'm 230. 6'3", 230. Yeah.
Do you work out?
He don't work out.
Yeah, I go to the gym. I'm not a gym rat, but I do go to the gym. So I go to Planet Fitness. I try to go at least about once or twice a week. But I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm a gym rat. But I am more conscious of my health now. Look at God. Yeah.
You have any more questions for me? Somebody in the for porn star.
Your
Your
porn.
porn- Bro?
Huh?
Somebody in the
What's
chat.
going
Big question for you. You 5'5", you answered it already. You ain't never cheated. Okay.
One of my vices would be that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's something you can? Okay, as far as your personality, are you dominant, submissive? Are you?
Oh crap!
But are you from?
It's been a good experience.
For real, I got it.
For her to decide if you slide in the DMs or if it's pineapple. I'm waiting.
I'm here.
I like your attitude and I like your answers, but I'm not really feeling the connection.
I respect that, sweetheart. I respect that. Hey.
Oh gosh, is this what it's like out there? Fellas, is this what it's like? Why was she just toying with the dude? We all knew she was gonna pineapple. We all knew that she was gonna pineapple this bumpkin. We all knew. She knew. Melly knew. You know, the chat knew. Y'all knew. Everybody knew. And she just wasted dude's time. Manipulative time waster. Shout out to ARC.
Hey, good luck to you, man. And I hope you find the perfect guy.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Notice how she didn't hope that he find the perfect girl because she don't give a shit. Oh gosh. One more.
Girl, you did all that talking to tell us I'm not feeling it. All of that.
Dance.
No, we're not doing that. It's okay. Just so you know, it's a lot of people who it's just a lot of people who want to talk to you. So if you're not
like
feeling the
12
vibe, don't try to find it. It's not there.
I mean, I thought something was there, but
no, you didn't.
Okay, so if all right, are you disappointed to be here?
No. Very, very grateful to be here.
Okay.
You just kind of beat me a little bit to the punch, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Do you guys know each other? You guys are smiling.
No, we don't know each other.
Okay.
I feel like an old person, like I'm way too close up to the camera. I'm like, hold on, we better thing up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, cool. Good stuff.
How are you?
So, what's up? I'm doing good. Yo, I'm curious. So, why'd you turn my boy down? Don't give a cute answer.
Well, I don't know. I keep it cute. That's what I do. But while I liked his answers, I don't feel like they were totally genuine.
Oh yeah.
Feeling.
That doesn't make sense.
So this is kind of fresh for me. That you're in Atlanta.
Yes.
What are you doing exactly right now in life? And two, what are you pursuing? Like, what is your end goal?
Well, I'm a doctor, chiropractic medicine. So right now I'm pursuing so revenue sources so that I can have more freedom and more time is what I'm pursuing.
Not a real answer.
But in terms of career, business wise, you're like set in terms of your.
That is the current situation, but ultimately, I like to have a family and freedom. So I want to use my resources now to set that up for the future.
Okay, cool. All right. You mentioned family. A lot of people right now, there's like a crazy movement going on where people are trying to be anti-family and anti-children and all of that. So I'm 34 years old, no children.
Okay.
And I work in the tech industry, so I'm really big into technology, tech careers, tech business, AI, all of.
Ah,
Yeah,
So I'm not one of those people that gets offended. Like I don't take myself too seriously. So I actually like laugh whenever people say stuff about me. It's funny.
That's good. You can't take yourself too seriously. That's a good attribute to have.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, definitely. So
What are your other attributes, if you could describe yourself? Or
I mean, you don't know. I could have like a big gut. I could have like a one pack down here. You don't know. I could be looking crazy.
You're right. You're right. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, but
Okay. No, I appreciate that. So in terms of how someone would describe me, they would definitely. So those are really just my two different modes in terms of personality. In terms of, I'll probably say one of the negative things. Well, it depends on the person. I am a bit of a workaholic. Like I'm really passionate. Okay, let me go ahead and request to come on. But I'm gonna get
I felt this.
literally in my office getting some work done. Work that I could wait till tomorrow to get done. But I was like, am I gonna be outside tonight or am I gonna get some work?
I'm sorry, Cyrus. The chat has spoken.
okay, so the chat kicked them off. Okay, so needless to say, that's the lie. That's the lie. I'm gonna close down because it's about to hit the 2 hour mark. So let me stop share. Ah, the black men are not. Wait a minute. She is smiling. The black men are not. Why? The black men were smiling. He was smiling through the whole damn thing. Do you just say stuff? Do you just pick random words to type? That doesn't make any damn sense. I'm pretty sure that they're not doctors. Yeah, I'm not sure if chiropractors are real doctors or if chiropracting is real medicine and stuff. I do believe that they're full of shit. I could be wrong. I will say it does feel good to get cracked, but that doesn't mean it's medicine. It says not a real doctor, not an MD. Okay, it says she also said that the last guys are gay, so she's okay. I'm sick of this whole every black man is gay. You gotta ask yourself why are gay men hitting on you? Let's start there. You gotta ask yourself why are gay men hitting on you? All right, let's see. She says she's looking for someone that she cannot obtain. Who are you talking about? She looks very, very familiar. Well, not from her picture, because she did not look like her picture. That is for damn sure. She looks like a daddy. Not mine. All right, let's see. Oh, she must look like her daddy. Let me see. Let me scroll up. Well, um, it depends on how you look at it. The good statement. Most B-dubs are a complete waste of time. It depends. Um, are most of them time wasters? Yes. So yeah, from the man point of view, they are a complete waste of time. But yeah, yeah, and Unfortunately, this is why that show has less and less interest, and fewer guys are going up, is because they've come to that conclusion that listen, um, my time is better spent, and that's why they're not getting the attention that they like either, because guys are saying that it's not worth the time investment, even if it's a matter of seconds. It's not worth it. You're just here to entertain yourself at my expense. That's what a lot of guys have come to the conclusion. Okay, it says, do you assume he's rainbow? This underlines how ABW are mean and hateful towards their own men. Yeah, I mean, well, that's a shaming tactic. That's oh, you're rainbow, and your response is, oh, I'll prove to you I'm not rainbow. That's just her way of trying to get you to pull your dick out. All right, let's see. Is he in his bathroom? I don't know. She's all smile. He's the Walking Dead. I don't know if you're talking about the dude that had the stroke, but there's a reason for that. Well, I mean, I don't know how many are going on the show because they actually expect to find something, or how many are going on the show because they just for fun. Like the nuclear physicist, he was going for fun. Yeezy sounds hilarious. Yeah, he did. That was a pineapple waiting to happen. I like a man with $1 million, with $1 million smile and nice teeth and funny. He's too serious. Okay. So you're obviously not begging, but you're still choosing. That's the thing. That's how the big lie works. They just know that they don't have a chance on the show. Yeah, I mean, on most of these shows, it's not a reasonable chance. And really, on that on the show, all you're getting is the same access that everybody else has. She's just giving you her Instagram number or her Instagram handle, which she gave to everybody. So, yeah, that's that. These women on these shows and dating sites are not serious at all. Exactly. Exactly. She says he's gay. She said, say that's what dudes tell you, cuz for the streets. Exactly. All right. Your ableist men, assisted living facility deserve love too. Yeah, exactly. This whole like the homeless deserve love, like this whole she deserve love, and stop trying to get sympathy, penis. It's not gonna happen over here. It's not gonna happen over here. You have to earn your penis here. Have to earn it. All right. So what I got? I got like 2 minutes. Let me see if there's anything else. I don't think she's homosexual. I don't think she's any type of sexual. I think that she just wants attention. Like that's it. That's all. Fish deserve water, and bears deserve fish. So if everybody get what they deserve, how would the fish feel about that? Yeah, yeah, I really do. Like sex is just something that she exchanged for certain other type of stimulation. All right, but I gotta get out of here. Thank everybody for coming through. Peace. Game over. Peace.